Good morning. We're just coming out to take a look at the garden and the flowers. Last time we didn't get a chance to show pictures of the sunflowers. They're getting really tall. Gav, why don't you go up there and stand beside them so they get an idea of how tall they are. Yeah, so they're almost as tall as he is now, and they look like they are just about to start flowering. So, got a few of them. All right, now we'll walk down to the garden.
I probably should water them some today.
We had a pretty good heavy rain last night, so I don't know that we need water just yet. Walk our way down all the way to the garden. It's a hot, humid morning. Hopefully everything grew well from last night's storm, but let's see if anything got blown over or taken out. Hopefully not. All right, let's go through. Celery's looking good. Yep, it's pretty tall. I harvested most of my broccoli, but there's still a couple little ends on there I can peek off, but it's starting to flower at this point. My lettuce is still looking really good. Spinach. Need to go ahead and trim some. My parsley and cilantro is also looking great.
Your dill.
That's over there, but this is my cabbage. And I already harvested most of that, and we had some really awesome
That's pretty.
cauliflower bites. Cabbage, it's cauliflower. It's a pretty flower. Looks like there's a couple other blooms getting ready to come out. I did a good job of weeding the asparagus bed this week. So that looks great. I'm just gonna wait for more asparagus. Got a couple at the end. My raspberries are still doing what they have done. And look, they started to flower though. So they don't look good. Last year the beetles ate them all. So I gotta figure out what I gotta do with that this year. Gotta cut out the asparagus though. Look at that. That's looking good. Well, with this flower bed, I have no clue what's coming out. But ooh, look at those. Those are pretty. Yeah. And those, I think, are the same sunflowers that we had up at the house, but we planted these directly in here. A couple more flowers, lots of weeds. Tomato plant's looking good. Still need to come in and pop the suckers off.
The carrots.
Oh yeah.
Well, this one right here.
Look at the spaghetti squash though. It's flowered. The carrots do look good. Yeah. Ooh. And those flowers over there look good. The pumpkin looks good. Yeah, it's all looking good over here.
Even though it's humid, it still feels kind of nice.
Yeah. I have a problem with something eating my eggplant. I don't know that I'm going to be able to save it. I popped all the little eggs underneath off and begrudgingly used some 7 spray, which is the only time I've ever used it to try to heal it, because I hear that they have to get the eggplants a little older or these beetles will eat them and they'll be dead. So we'll see. And then the Brussels sprouts, I started pinching off the bottoms. Down there, you can see that there. I need to finish doing that and keep weeding. They should grow up pretty tall. The beans are still growing here. Do you remember what that is, Gav?
I think that's kale.
That is kale. That is kale. It looks really good. I need to go ahead and trim that. Now here's the dill that looks amazing this year. This is the best dill I've ever had. So.
You seem to love dill.
Oh, we're gonna make cucumbers like crazy this year. Like crazy. Speaking of cucumbers, look at all those looking beautiful. It's gonna be time to start tweaking these around and getting them to grow where I want. It's getting there already. So, I'll mess with that later. The tomatoes are looking good. I already pruned all these for the most part. I might take a couple more off. Oh, look at the little peppers. Look, they're little baby peppers. Hopefully they'll get there. Oh, and the basil. I need to Need to cut the basil, top it so that it just gets nice and bushy, but it smells so good. Did you smell that? Touch that one.
Wait.
Touch the basil and I'll smell your hand.
That smells
Mm-hmm.
nice.
All my tomatoes are flowering. Ooh, look at this one. This one's gonna be really pretty. So I put flowers at the end of all the beds to try to attract some of the pollinators out here.
How does basil smell?
I don't know, it just smells. Just smells. And tomatoes, yep. Oop, I gotta pull him inside. He needs to come on the inside. There we go. Some more cucumbers. These are the squash and the zucchini. Notice a little bit of powder mildew. I sprayed a little neem oil. Yeah, right there. So I put a little neem oil on them and hopefully that'll take care of it. I'm gonna spray them a couple more times. And then my corn, which has started to come up. I don't know if you can see it. There she is. Got a few rows come up. I just reseeded the spots that missed and hopefully they'll come up.
I
And I'll
love eating corn.
spread the rest. Yep. Oh, that's a volunteer. That guy does not belong there. Who knows what that's going to be? Some mix. Some hybrid mix. But all right. Well, yeah. So the garden looks great. Look, this one over here. I don't know what these are. I thought these were watermelon, but now I'm starting to question it. But it had a little powder mildew as well. So if anybody knows what that is, feel free to tell me. Could be
In the
cantaloupe.
comments.
Yeah, could be cantaloupe. None of my watermelon plants look really good, and I did some seeds out here, but the ones I did in here actually turned out pretty good. So hopefully those will turn out. Gab, you're almost stepping on a plant.
Sorry.
Nope, it's all right. Look at that watermelon over there is growing pretty good. So oh, look at that thing, pretty flower. Yeah, that watermelon looks pretty good. So hopefully something will come from that guy. And this is a pumpkin here. So otherwise it's looking pretty good. So happy Saturday. Enjoy your weekend. See you guys, and we'll check back in a couple weeks, okay? Bye.